What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about how I managed to turbo the BRZ for $2,800. Let's get into it. Going on, guys? I know this isn't the most ideal lighting situation. I can see a little glare there, and I got this light behind me. But today, I am gonna break down the price list for how I managed to turbo the BRZ for less than $3 grand. So we're gonna get right into it. I have compiled a list here from most expensive down to least expensive. A couple things that you may or may want to do based on my own experience, where you could save some money, where you could probably end up spending some more money. It's up for you to decide. So starting off, we have the manifold. That came from JDL, took about 2 months to make, which was more than okay with me because you're waiting for quality. And that's exactly what this piece was. Amazing quality, the best piece I've ever purchased for a vehicle. It kind of shows in its price. So I paid $1,146.92. I also got the downpipe from them, but I'll get to that in a minute. Right underneath that, we have the turbo. I actually made a video reviewing this turbo. If you haven't seen it, you can link it there. It's a $485 TBO 2867. There is a reason why I chose that turbo. To sum up that video, I feel like if this turbo is rated for 500 horsepower and this car is gonna be nowhere near that, and I'm running it at its lowest threshold, then I think it'll be okay. And you could also have that ability to upgrade the core if that was something that you'd like to do. Number 3, the third most expensive thing, the downpipe. Downpipe was also from JDL, cost me $399. All these parts came bronze coated, and I actually had to ship out the turbine housing to them so they can custom mount it and make sure it would fit my application. With the next thing, slim fans. Slim fans cost me $289. They're Mishimoto. I have the box right here, you can't see it, but I think it was 1150 CFM. Not a bad set, I'm happy with it. Of course, that was money that I didn't want to spend. I would have been able to get this probably down to about $2,300, $2,400 all said and done if I didn't require the slim fans. And one other thing, if you can guess what that is before the video's over, try to put that down below. So the slim fans, yep, $289. After that, we have the intercooler. I got a intercooler kit just off eBay. It was listed as Greddy. How true that is, I don't know. That little sandwich pipe that goes underneath the core support, that said Greddy on it, but who knows, maybe that's the only Greddy piece, maybe it's fake, but I did have to modify it a little bit with an angle grinder to get it to fit, but it works, looks good, I'm happy with it, and that was $246. Now we're getting into some of the cheaper stuff. Map sensor, got a 3-bar Omni map sensor. I don't know if they change price by the colors and whatnot. I think that might be a thing, I don't know. This one was 96, I think I saw them a little cheaper for the black ones, but I got a red one because manifold was red. Going down, we have the water line kit. This was from Mamba, came with the oil feed and some water lines. I have them right here, actually. Try to show you just this bottom piece first, right? Doesn't look bad, but in order to get it to fit into the throttle body loop, look at all these different step downs I had to do, which was not ideal. So I ended up getting some other Mamba ones, but they just weren't stainless like this. It just came down to that barb fitting. And then I ran some lines straight into the coolant because the more step downs and things that you have, it's just the more that can go wrong. So these with the oil feed line was $79. Ended up not using these. Ended up just going with a barb fitting and running lines straight to that throttle body loop. And those lines were actually 21 bucks a piece instead of 79. And then you could probably just find a oil feed line for about 20 bucks, I think. I have some barb fittings. I'll grab real quick. These right here came as a pack of 5. They were 10 bucks, and you'll need them for a few small things, but definitely useful 10 bucks right here. The blue mushroom filter that I have, that was just 20 bucks. Some miscellaneous clamps. The clamps that came with the intercooler kit were a little bit, I like the quality of them, but I did need to get an extra one for around the throttle body. That one was not big enough. So I ended up buying me one of those and a couple of small ones for replacing like the oil or the coolant loop. I ended up getting some new clamps for that. So if you buy a variety pack like I did, that is $12. Then coming down to these last two, this is why I said you might be able to spend more money and help yourself out, or maybe just take more time on your stuff than I did. So when I was doing the oil pan, I got one of those just little bolt-in oil return lines. I thought it would be fine, but it was actually really hard finding the drill bit alone. The Christmas tree step-up bit, it was really hard to find one of those. And I'm not taking into account in this list either things that I had to buy. I'm just assuming you have these tools. So angle grinder, rotary tool, that bit was like $60. I'm not taking that into account. So I think if you do take more time on your factory oil pan and tap into it and have a better way to seal it, these just had 2 rubber O-rings and then they got too tight and it started leaking oil. So that was only $25. I do think you'll be able to make it work if you replace those rubber O-rings with crush washers, but I want to get this done, and I was able to find, it was shipped in a Greddy box. It's not a Greddy oil pan, it's just an OEM oil pan with a return bung welded on it, and that was $250. So if you don't take that into account, we do the entire thing with the Mishimoto fans for $2,800. I have the price right here. More than doable. Like I said, I do think you get some quality parts here. The JDL stuff, the Greddy intercooler, the Mishimoto slim fans, and this is just an internal wastegate setup. And I have the delicious tuning electronic boost controller inside that we're gonna hook up in the next video. So that's it. Try to go straight to the point, not say anything you didn't need to hear, and just tell you everything you did need to hear. If you want more information on the car, feel free to comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.